In 1964, a deafening roar signaled China's successful test of its first atomic bomb. This monumental achievement wasn't just about military might, it was the crucible where China forged its nuclear expertise. The scientists, the engineers, the industrial supply chains, everything needed for a nuclear program, was born from this single-minded focus on national security. For decades, this knowledge remained largely within the military sphere, but as the 21st century dawned, China faced a new set of challenges, ones that couldn't be solved with weapons. Imagine cities so choked with smog you could barely see across the street. This was the reality for many in China during its meteoric economic rise. The engine of this growth was coal, and it was taking a devastating toll on public health and the environment. At the same time, China's thirst for energy was making it increasingly dependent on foreign oil and gas, creating a major strategic vulnerability. The leadership in Beijing knew they needed a solution, and they needed it fast. The answer was right there, hidden in the legacy of their 1964 atomic program, nuclear power. Thus began the strategic pivot. China's leaders made a monumental decision to go all in on nuclear energy. They saw it as the ultimate trifecta source of clean, reliable, and domestically controlled power. It could combat air pollution, reduce carbon emissions, and guarantee the country's energy security for decades to come. This wasn't just a minor policy shift. It was a declaration of intent to undertake the largest and fastest nuclear construction program the world had ever seen. The scale of what happened next is simply mind-boggling. At its peak, China was building nearly a third of all new nuclear reactors on the entire planet simultaneously. While other countries were debating the future of nuclear or decommissioning old plants, China was pouring concrete and installing reactor cores at a breathtaking pace. They perfected a model of serialized construction, treating new reactors not as one-off bespoke projects, but as a production line. This approach dramatically slashed construction times and costs, solving two of the biggest hurdles that have plagued nuclear power in the West. Think of it like this. They learned how to build one reactor efficiently, and then they just hit copy-paste, refining the process each time. But how did they get so good, so fast? Initially, China looked abroad. They weren't shy about learning from the best, importing established reactor designs from France, the United States, Canada, and Russia. This was the market for technology strategy. They would purchase foreign reactors, but with a crucial condition: aggressive technology transfer. Chinese engineers worked alongside their foreign counterparts, absorbing every blueprint, every process, every piece of technical know-how. They weren't just buying a product, they were buying the knowledge to build it themselves. This phase of learning quickly evolved into a phase of innovation. China wasn't content to simply copy foreign designs forever. Their goal was mastery. They digested the imported technologies, reverse-engineered them, and then began to improve upon them. This culminated in the creation of their own, homegrown, third-generation reactor, the Huolong-1, or China Dragon. The Huolong-1 is a significant achievement. It incorporates the latest international safety standards while being fully owned by China, meaning they are no longer dependent on foreign licenses. It's a symbol of the country's journey from student to master in the nuclear field. Today, China is building Huolong-1 reactors, not just at home, but also exporting them abroad, directly competing with established nuclear giants like Russia's Rosatom and American-European consortiums. This marks a fundamental shift in the global nuclear landscape. China is no longer just a customer. It's a competitor and a potential standard setter, and their ambition doesn't stop there. They are pouring billions into research for next-generation nuclear technologies that sound like something out of science fiction. We're talking about small modular reactors that could power remote communities, fast breeder reactors that can burn nuclear waste as fuel, and even reactors that run on thorium, an element far more abundant than uranium. China isn't just trying to catch up, it's positioning itself to lead the next wave of nuclear innovation. So, what does this all mean? This massive push serves two core goals for China's leadership. The first is internal, achieving energy security and fulfilling President Xi Jinping's vision of an ecological civilization. Nuclear power is a cornerstone of their plan to peak carbon emissions and achieve carbon neutrality. It provides a stable, 24/7 power source that complements the intermittent nature of solar and wind, forming the bedrock of a future green energy grid. It's about ensuring the lights stay on for 1.4 billion people without choking their cities in smog. The second goal is external, Global leadership. By becoming a major exporter of nuclear technology like the Hualong one, China is projecting its technological prowess and expanding its geopolitical influence. Every country that buys a Chinese reactor also enters into a multi-decade relationship for fuel, maintenance, and training. It's a powerful tool of economic statecraft that positions China not as the world's factory, but as a high-tech solutions provider. They are challenging the established world order in one of the most strategic industries on the planet. From a single bomb test in the desert to a global nuclear powerhouse, China's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. It's a story of long-term strategic vision, incredible engineering feats, and a relentless drive to secure its future. The decisions being made in Beijing's nuclear program today will have profound consequences for global energy markets, climate change efforts, and international politics for the rest of the 21st century. Whether you see it as a model for rapid decarbonization or a source of geopolitical competition, one thing is certain: the world can no longer ignore China's nuclear dragon.